This man don't camp, bro. He don't know what camp is. Camp to him is taboo. The work is taboo. Hey, listen, bro. I got a little extra little fat on there. I'm trying to get off. It's cool. It's coming. It's coming off, bro. Slowly but surely, it's coming off, man. I'm on this 7-day water fast right now, bro. I'm so fat. Oh, I'm doing it with mom. Mom called me earlier and she's like, "Yeah, we're gonna do a 7-day water fast together." She did 14 days straight. Like, damn, how you did 14 days? I seen a bull who did 35 days, bro. Man was cool.
I get a migraine 30 hours into this shit.
No, I ain't.
All right. Cool. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come to teach the downfall of America, to tell the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans that you are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. But before that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
and double honors to our elders and apostles that taught us this truth from apostle to heart on down, and blessings to the brothers doing this work of truth and sincerity to the few sisters who's listening and learning. We're back out here again, all right, with another sacrifice to teach. Again, like I said, the so-called blessed Latino and Native Americans, their true heritage. All right, because what's coming to America is death and destruction.
Actually,
people need to know what's happening and who they are so that they can repent, so that we can get the fuck up out of here.
Jeremiah 28:8. Grab that real quick because I got some arties. I'm going to skim through a bunch of arties because there's a lot of prophecy going on, but a couple of this stuff is a little juicy. It's a little juicy. The Lord is definitely speaking. It is. And it is. You can see it on his journal.
This is the book of Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that had before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, so the prophets that you've read about in the scriptures and the prophets that you haven't read about in the scriptures, they were on the scene prophesying of many great things, many great wonders, downfall of kingdoms, the uprisings, the coming of our Lord Yahushua, the redemption of the nation of Israel. They prophesied of these things of old times, and then fast forward to today, we're coming in the same lot as our forefathers, which a lot of us are our forefathers, are in a regeneration, so you can receive it. But we stand in the same lot as our forefathers, preaching the same prophecies that were prophesied aforetime that have not yet come to pass, but we come with a different twist, if you will. We come with a new twist. We have new information, new knowledge. We're now able to take the prophecies that were prophesied 2,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago, and apply it with modern knowledge and current events, to kind of clarify it or finish the painting, if you will.
Yeah, and this day and age, the prophecies are actually speaking.
Exactly.
Hey, look, I'm just going to read down through and just show you how the Lord is working. All right. Article: It has begun. Massive hurricane breaks records and leaves experts stunned. I'm not even going to get into that. Just one right there. Supreme Court rules Trump has immunity from prosecution. So all of that stuff that the Democrats were trying to do, trying to stop him from running for presidency, you know what I'm saying, is basically all expunged anyway because he's literally immune from prosecution. So everything they accuse him for, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because at the end of the day, Trump is going to be elected as our next president, and he's going to be the last Trump.
He's going to pardon himself.
He's going to pardon himself, and then look. I'm speaking as a man, but I feel like they're going to unalive him.
Right?
Yep. All right.
I mean, it's not like he was going to do time anyway.
Right. Yeah, it's a billionaire. Right here, also part of the election, Bill O'Reilly claims to have seen email screenshots saying Biden is getting replaced. So Sleepy Joe is about to be completely Shalom. Sleepy Joe is about to be replaced because they see that Trump, even though that's all controlled opposition, we already know Trump is going to be in office. As much as they don't want him to be, as much as they want to make us feel like, oh, we have hope, or maybe we can vote to change this. Bro, you can't change the narrative, man. The narrative is this: Trump's going to get elected. He's going to make some things better, make Americans have a little bit more like a passive feeling, facing safety and then sudden destruction. Right? 10 signs that global war is rapidly approaching. I'm just going to read the 10 signs. Right? It says, are we on the verge of an apocalyptic global war in which billions of people could die? Well, the Bible says that this was going to happen, right? Doesn't the Bible says that the men shall be scarce? Why? That means billions of people shall die. It says, few people anticipated World War I would erupt, but it happened anyway. And very few people anticipated the World War II would erupt, but it happened anyway. Throughout human history, there have been wars. Since the beginning, it has just been a matter of time before major powers collide. Unfortunately, even though very alarming warning signals are flashing all around us, most of the population of the Western world seems clueless about what is going on out there. Let me see if I can just narrow this down to the 10 signs. Sign 1. Politico is reporting that Israel and Hezbollah have both drafted battle plans, and the Biden administration is convinced that intense fighting is likely to break out. Biblical. Number 2. Iran is warning that there will be an obliterating war if the IDF enters southern Lebanon. Number 3. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, I don't know how to say his fucking name, is convinced that a major war with Iran is inevitable because he believes that the Iranians have plans to conquer the entire Middle East.
What was the modern day Persians? Man?
Yep. Number 4, according to NBC News, the U.S. is moving military assets into position so that they can be ready to evacuate Americans once all-out war erupts between Israel and Hezbollah. Number 5, on Thursday, Hezbollah sent approximately 40 rockets into northern Israel. Number 6, on Saturday, Israeli aircraft bombed several Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon. Number 7, I know that I wrote about this last week, but it could leave this particular item out of this article. Apparently, Joe Biden is thinking about approving a plan that would allow U.S. military contractors to deploy in Ukraine, which we already know. Putin basically said if Americans touch down on his soil, it's a wrap. He said he's actually going to have force with he's going to respond with nuclear force. Number 8, Russia's President Vladimir Putin is reportedly interested in developing a coalition of nations that will rival the West and NATO, which he's already doing. That also goes into the prophecy of Magog and Gog and how he shall be a defense to the nations. That's that coalition that he's already putting together. Number 9, Slovakia. Just loading up. Number 9, Putin is also warning that Russia will need to begin production of intermediate range nuclear weapon systems. Number 10, a very influential figure in Russia foreign policy circles in suggesting that the Russians should actually detonate a nuclear device in order to show the world how serious they are. So, that actually goes into another article. So that last one, they're talking about basically detonating a nuclear bomb somewhere, right, to show its power to the world. Basically saying, go ahead and try me. You think I won't do this on your soil? I did it over here. And actually, that's another article here. Slovakia. Another article head. U.S. military base in Europe have been placed on high alert over possible terrorist threat. World War III is on brink. Another article head. World War III on brink as Russia advised to demonstrate a nuclear explosion to scare the West. Another prophecy. Christian warrior training. Listen to this crazy shit. Christian warrior training explodes as churches put faith in guns amid a surge in violent attacks. So look, all that faith that all these Christians said they had in the Lord is obviously showing proof that they do not. They have faith in what? Their modern day guns, that blessing. Esau and his blessing, them guns.
Our weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Our weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
We do not war after the flesh, but after the spirit. Christians are the most. Christians ain't no faith, bro.
Yeah, Christians ain't no faith. You know what I'm saying?
Christians don't even get me wrong.
When you come into this truth, it's like hilarious and like incredible to see how much in vain they move.
Bro,
like,
Christians are worse than non-believers.
Yeah,
bro.
real shit.
It'd be people who don't prescribe to the Bible that make more sense.
Right. I agree.
Than these Christians.
Real
bro.
shit. They make more sense. Like it's like, yeah, it is what it is.
And another player in the war, Turkey's Erdogan, I don't know how to say his fucking name, warns Israel that they stand with Lebanon if war is pursued. So basically, the Lord is basically setting the stage for all-out war on the earth. The Lord has also told us there's going to be earthquakes, hurricanes, and all these type of things in diverse places. There's going to be wars and rumors of wars. There's going to be pestilence. There's going to be so much.
You want this first or that one?
Go ahead.
Oh my
Go
gosh,
ahead,
bro.
shoot.
Yeah.
Brothers, bro. Come on, man.
That
Come on.
low-key a little slight jab came out of nowhere too.
Got me
Yeah,
serious,
That's bullshit.
Come on, bring it up.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
Yo, Matthew 24. Yo, we'll start at 6, dog. Oh my goodness. Oh man. It says, I'm gonna start at 4. That's at 4. Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahweh shall, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Man, like the brother was reading, you're gonna hear wars and rumors of wars, and those rumors of wars really were what's ramping up into today. But the wars are really going to happen in real time, like the brother was reading. He was breaking down all these different countries, talking about the conflict between them, putting out threats and making certain moves that are going to entice people to ultimately go to war. You know, it's like these countries don't want to go to war, but they realize that war is the only option.
Yep.
Because you're not going to come to a peaceful resolution when dealing with people who are engulfed in greed and vanity, man. And dealing with Esau in general, you're never going to come to a peaceful resolution when you're in debates with Edomites, because they're ultimately wicked as all hell.
They will never share power. They want all power.
What they say, their words are smoother than butter, but war was in their hearts.
Yep, continue on the 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in divers places.
Hey, you see earthquakes and pestilence ramping up. Every 6 months to a year, there's a new deadly virus or some shit that's popping up out of nowhere. All right, and a lot of times the media suppresses these things until it's actually necessary. Right? They utilize C-19 for their personal benefits, and I believe that was more or less a simulation.
Yep.
Let's see how these people will react, and let's see how many people we can convince.
And also to call the herd.
Yep, to take our resources, you know, and that's ultimately what's going to lead into how they're going to instill the chip. All right, okay, we know who's going to do it. All right, all we got to do is threaten their livelihood. Yo, threaten their jobs, threaten their money. You know, ultimately, which is going to fulfill the prophecy. You can't buy or sell, save you had a market.
Actually, right here. Mall of America introduces a new facial recognition security system where you will not be able to buy without registering your face. As you said it, bro, it popped right up.
They, I think they got something like that in China. Now.
Oh, they got a whole social credit score system.
In China, like you could walk in that joint, take what you want,
and then walk out.
And that shit hitting your account. Because they got everything on camera. Okay, boom, boom, boom. They got your facial structure, your all that.
Right?
Yeah,
all that shit.
But they're so high tech over there right now where literally you go, like he said, you go walk in the store, there's no cashiers, no nothing. You walk in, I want some ramen, make your ramen, need some bread, and boom. And as you're taking stuff off the shelf, it's already known what you took off the shelf. And then when you walk out, it hits your account. You don't even have to fucking stop.
They got stores like that too now, like clothing stores. I went into one. Uniqlo like that. Zara's like that.
Zara like that.
You literally just throw the clothes inside of like a. It's not. It's like a bucket essentially.
Yep.
You just throw the clothes in there. You don't scan no tags, nothing. You literally will throw a shirt in there, and it will automatically pop up on the screen, like it's basically watching you on camera or some shit.
It knows everything.
And I run a tab up on you too.
And then run a tab up. It's like you could throw a jacket in there, jeans, some shoes, and it knows exactly what it is without scanning the barcode.
Nothing.
Without putting it to the camera.
Right. You can
nothing.
just drop in, and it's like, your total is 130.
Oh shit.
It's basically like a camera just watching. Okay,
Yeah.
he got that. Okay, he got that. He got that. He got that. Cool.
Look like still proof right there.
Yeah, bro. Well, not
It's not still
because you could walk out the store.
You can also walk out the
but
store.
the China joint is still proof.
China don't still
Because you literally just take it.
because in China it's so bad in China that let's say you jaywalk, let's say you just walk across the street when the light is red right now, you walk across the street, literally they will ostracize you. So what they do is you'll get points deducted from your social credit score, right? And then your face will be on billboards showing this person jaywalked. Literally, like
Yo,
this
when
person
I
jaywalked.
went to LA like back in like 2016, and you know from Philly we jaywalk all day. Not even just at the light. We would walk in the middle of the street. You know what I mean? I did that shit out there. You see people will literally walk from the middle of the block to the corner, just across the street. But what they do have a lot in LA is like this. They'll have like little lights in the middle of roads.
Yeah, so you can
cross over.
Yeah.
But you'll see motherfuckers do that all just to get to here. They'll go boom, boom, boom. You know me, Philly.
Yeah, you walk right over that joint. What?
Right,
You
looking at you
people,
like-
yo, people real life was looking at me. What the fuck is these motherfuckers?
Yeah, like, what the
That's
fuck
like-
is he doing?
that's some real shit.
Trying to run across the street.
But
yeah.
that's stuff like that's gonna come to America where the littlest, pettiest shit, man. People gonna ostracize.
You see what
for
they're
it.
doing with the cash, right? Now they want to know exactly everything, every single transaction, anything over $600 has to be registered with them. They want to know where your money came from, where it was sent. They want to know everything. They want to know every dollar that wasn't taxed. They want to know how they can tax it.
That's why they don't want cash. That's why they're trying to get rid of the cash.
Cash, yeah.
Because when you have a fully digital currency in the system, everything is tracked. Every dollar that comes into an account. Because right now, that's why people can launder money, because they'll have a cash-based business and they'll launder drug money through the cash-based business, and they'll just 4 to 5 receipts. Okay, we had 100 customers in our car wash today. Me knowing damn well they only had 10.
Yep.
And they just writing $10 car wash, $30 car wash, $60
and
car
then the money
wash.
is on the books.
This.
To wash the money that way.
Wax this, and then boom, they just running the money through the joint.
And then they pay their taxes through that drug money, then it look like it was
Yeah, but they probably only showed that they made $60K that year,
Yeah.
really knowing damn well motherfuckers made $600.
Yeah. So and tax write-offs and shit like that.
That's why they want to get rid of. But you know, the government wants to get their hand in everything, so they try to. I was talking to my coworker the other day about,
righteous decrees.
because like they did it with
Second
weed.
one, yeah.
They did it with weed. There was something else. There was something else. What the fuck was they doing? They was trying to get their hand in. Forgot.
That's a good precept. Isaiah 10 starting at the top. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
Yeah, because these devils, they'll create laws that are you can get Isaiah 42:22 as well. They write laws that are specifically designed to oppress the Israelites, the so-called
yeah.
Black Latino Native Americans, and obviously their own people get caught up in the process because you have poor Edomites in this country as well. You don't really see too many poor like Moabites, like Asians or Indians or Arabs. That's an anomaly. But you see a good portion of poor Edomites in this country, which they're two-time losers if you are. But their people get caught up in the mix. But these laws and ordinances are directed towards the children of Israel to keep us in a perpetual plight. All right, because they did it with the crack, where they
Actually, almost
the war on, when you look into the war on drugs, which really was never a war on drugs because
they were supplying the drugs.
Exactly. What
Matter of
Reagan
fact, Biden said it in one of his speeches when he was young. He said, even though we might have created these monsters, that doesn't mean that we're going to forgive these monsters. Literally,
Shalom out.
Shalom a lot.
Yeah.
That's literally what he said.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and then we got to take them off the street so that they're not basically coexisting with our own families. So he literally said in his speech that even though we might have created these monsters, it does not mean we're going to forgive these monsters. Who do you call them monsters?
Talking about the Israelites.
The tribes.
Jakes. Grab that one real quick, and then I'm going to make a point on that.
Isaiah 42:22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Talking about the Israelites.
Yep, they are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none deliver, for a spoil, and none save restore.
Bring the NLT. Let's see what it's looking like in NLT.
I got the longest day tomorrow.
Oh,
bro.
NLT.
I'm open and closing.
Tomorrow definitely might be long for me.
You know, 12-hour shifts, and that's the norm, baby.
always
Shalom, Mike. Y'all watching me on Shabbat at the time. You got Mike
Shalom,
Allah,
Shalom. That's-
Thumb, and Ariah.
And Ariah, Shalom, Ak, Shalom. You do know you.
Come on,
head, bro. Like,
Yo, it's Command Day.
yeah,
It's Command Day.
you're not in the spirit.
Yo, this is it. It's Isaiah 42 and 22. But his own people have been robbed and plundered, enslaved and imprisoned and entrapped. They are fair game for anyone and have no one to protect them, no one to take them back home. Oh shit, that's definitely us.
Yeah, and that's talking about
definitely
us. We're literally snared in prison holes. So like we're talking about the war on drugs and shit. We go into like Reagan and all that, and how they put the coke and crack in the neighborhoods. The thing about it too is, you got these rich Edomites. What they'll do is they'll have cocaine, right? They'll have the powder version of it, and to them, when they get caught with this drug, they'll get a little slap on the wrist, a little light sentence or whatever. But Jake will have crack.
They changed the rules to the game.
Yeah.
So what it was during that time was, coke was a light offense, but as soon as you know, baking soda, I got baking soda. Once you cooked it, then it became an offense.
Yep.
And then it was a felony.
10, 20 years type shit.
Yep, 10, 20 years. or
And,
something. Same exact drug, just cooked differently. Then it became an issue.
Yep. But hey, that's what they do. And then when you research the prison system, the prison system is primarily privately owned, right?
And did you know that the prison system is owned by the same people who own a lot of the school systems?
Well, you know, they work together. So a lot of these private.
That's why they say prison.
School to prison pipeline.
School to prison pipeline. Yeah.
Because what they do is they have occupancy requirements.
Yep.
These prisons, and when their occupancy is not at a certain level, they will literally fine the state for not having their occupancy up. So that's when you get these these influxes of petty crimes and people getting locked up for dumb shit.
Or they'll have
child support. Niggas, when you see niggas starting to get locked up for child support, just know them prisons is getting a little light.
They're getting light.
They're locking niggas up for child support, giving them motherfuckers 3 years for a back child support.
Even the curriculums that they'll teach. Like, but there was a point in time where you could go to high school and there were crafts. Like you can go to
learn,
automotive,
automotive,
electricians,
yep, carpentry.
Carpentry. They had those
trades.
electives and those trades inside school.
And you come right out of school
and
certified,
and you basically can start
set.
working and build
Set
yourself
for
up,
life,
right?
Yep.
They took all that out and then they changed the criteria on purpose because they already know that Jake. Now, one thing about it, they always try to say Jake has ADHD. Jake don't got ADHD. It's just we learn differently from white people.
Exactly.
White people need to be sitting down in the fucking seat like this, being force fed. Where Jake, we're creative by nature. We need hands on.
So we need
hands
to
on.
critically think and move. And not only do we need to critically think, we need to critically think and put it into action immediately. It's not just sit there and think about a concept and then just think about it and think about it and think about it. No.
That's why you ever see those movies where there's always like in those Captain Save a White Bitch. They go to those black schools. And they go to the black schools in those movies, and then they do a new innovative way of teaching, and all they did was teach them the right way. Like, let's go outside. We're gonna play basketball. We're gonna teach you math this way, motherfucker. That's how you're supposed to teach Jake anyway. Think about it. When we were in our plight in slavery, why did we have so many inventions without what? Supposed knowledge. Because we were scholars, philosophers. We were carpenters, we were painters, we were aristocrats. We were all those things, and they try to tell us we were nothing but savages. We were naturally. That's why America literally
Esau was savages.
Exactly. America literally would not have survived. Remember, when they first came over there, these motherfuckers was dying, couldn't last a year. There was a point in time that they don't teach you this in history. There was a point in time in history where the European started saying, "I don't think we want to go over there no more." They actually was about to give up on America. And then they was like, all right, well, we need some slaves. That's when they went into the west coast of Africa. That's why that 100 years between South America and North America, that 100 years was the plight right there. So it was 100 years. The slave trade started 100 years in the South America before it started 100 years before in the North America. And it was because, and mind you don't go get dumb people. If everybody's dying from coming over here, nobody can survive the land. You're going to go find people who are known for what? Surviving. So when they went to the regal West Africa and South Africa, they went looking for us. So they went to the Yoruba tribes and those tribes, and they asked questions like, "Yo, anybody that y'all don't fucking like over here?" "Yeah, man, these Israelites came down through our land. We've been warned. My generation's been warned with these niggas." "Oh, word? Well, we need workers." Fuck it. Started little fucking revolts and wars, and that's how we got hemmed up. Not because we were savages, we were philosophers. astronomers, fucking
That's
mathematicians,
the reason why we were
scientists.
always a threat to every land that
Exactly,
we
'cause
resided in that wasn't our own.
Because remember, when we left in 70 AD, what was the who was the Roman emperor at the time? I forgot who it was, but it was a certain general.
what you're talking
It was a
about.
certain general that came down, and that's when there was the prophecy.
We went into that.
They're going to flee to the
That
mountains.
was like
Fleets
in
of
a-
Mountains, yeah. I forgot. I'll look it up, but it was a certain general. It was a certain
I
emperor and
remember
a certain
read about it in,
general.
like, the triumph, one of the triumphant. I think like the third triumphant.
Was it the third, first triumphant, second triumphant? It might have been the third triumphant. It might have been the third triumphant. But in 70 AD, when we fled, remember, a lot of us, if you know the history, remember we were already warring with the Canaanites when we carved our land out. We had history of what genocide, fucking them over, taking what we wanted, going to war with them. So when it was time for them to get their lick back, they came hard. Not to mention,
Probably the guy Titus.
I think it was Titus. You see?
No, Vespasian.
No, Vespasian.
Vespasian.
Vespasian. Yeah, Vespasian. It was it was a certain general,
Yeah,
but
he went. Okay, yeah, he's a little later.
yeah, you still remember 70 AD. This is CE.
Yeah, I put that though. Last that was cool.
It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it says Vespasian was the last emperor to reign in the year of the four emperors.
Oh,
So I
okay.
remember going into the
Okay.
four emperors. Yep.
Yeah. Con. So, understanding that history will give you a better understanding of how things went. And another thing is this:
Titus too.
they told us that we were savages, but we are prisoners of war. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are prisoners of war because another thing they didn't tell y'all was we had our own ships too, and we were warring against them in sea battles, trying to free. So let's say we got a ship over here called Jesus, and then we got a ship over here that's one of ours, and we fighting against them trying to free our own people. They don't want to tell you all that. They don't want to tell you that you were a power in the world at the time. Because when we came through 70 AD, when we came down through Africa, we brought our own customs, our culture, our religion, everything with us. We came through and we carved out a land. This is where if you look at the old maps, it's called, what's it called, the land of Judah. The land of Judah, and it was like smack dead between West and South Africa, and it was a big ass land of Judah. So we went, carved out land, took over Israel, and then got ransacked, came through and carved out more land.
The son.
This is the stuff that you understand. So we are literally prisoners of war. We weren't fucking savages in huts, which we all know that. You brothers in the know. But we also had our own militaries and stuff too when we came down. So when the wars were breaking out, it's just remember, we broke the covenant. So the Lord allowed us to be captured. That was the big thing. That's the thing that everyone needs to remember. We were already built for war. We had our own ships. We had fucking our military. We had all that. Shalom.
Shalom,
Shemaiah.
Shalom, bro.
Got all the brothers on here. So these are the things you need to understand. So at the end of the day, America wouldn't be what it is without us. And the white man knew that because they were coming over here. The Protestants and all them were dying right away. You know? So they created, this is why they got rid of our names, our culture, our history. And also part of that history was this. When we first came over here, when they first started bringing us over here, there were a lot of revolts. I know y'all always talk about the what's the one brother? Nat Turner. There was a bigger revolt than that they don't tell you about in history. I forgot what it was called. I was reading about it the other day. It was so big that they almost gave up on the slave trade. They literally was like, you know what? We about to just chalk this the hell up. So what they did, instead of getting rid of the slave trade, because remember what they were doing was this, they kept going to the West of Africa and South Africa and bringing us over here. And they realized they were bringing nothing but geniuses over here. Warriors, philosophers, and all that. So what they said was, okay, we got to stop bringing these smart motherfuckers over here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to breed them on this land, so then they are born into slavery, and then they're desensitized to who they are, their culture, their customs, and this is when they started breaking us all down. So it wasn't right away. When they first was bringing us over here, we was warned. That's why you hear stories about them fighting on the ships. Fighting on the ships, it's just like, yo, fucking jumping overboard. Like, look, we don't know how to fly. We don't.
Would it be this? It's called the Stono Rebellion.
Ooh, I think that was it.
Was the largest slave revolt
Yes,
ever.
this is it right here. Brother, thank you. The Stono Rebellion was the largest slave revolt ever staged in the 13 colonies. On Sunday, September 9th, 1739, a day free of labor, about 20 slaves under the leadership of a man named Jemmy provided whites with a painful lesson of the African desire of liberty.
Yeah, so that we had, wow. So we actually stuck together at one time.
No,
This is
when they realized This is when they
They
realized
strong as shit.
they
together.
strong as shit together. We can't keep bringing more slaves over here. Because why? Because they're coming over here like you got a grown man who's, I'm a potter, or let's say I'm a carpenter. I know my language and culture. You bring me on slavery, I'm a POW. You think I'm just going to sit
I'm
back
just going to submit?
to submit? So what they did was,
Especially warriors
This-
usually will choose death.
so this is why
Dishonor.
this is why they started creating those breeding camps.
Yeah.
They started creating the breeding camps, and the women were. You hear about that one Jake who basically he might be the father of like damn near
Oh, I heard of him.
thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people
Yeah,
through
I heard
generations
of him.
because they used him as
He's a strong diesel bull.
exactly.
Yeah,
And this is where
yeah.
you get these concepts. You got something called the Gabriel Rebellion. That's a good one. A Gadite slave named Gabriel and a highly intelligent and literate enslaved man named Gabriel who was owned by Thomas Henry Prosser of Brookfield Plantation in Henrico County conceived and organized a plan for a widespread slave uprising involving several Virginia localities. It was possible the most far-reaching slave uprising planned in the history of the South. That was planned. This one they actually executed. They was out there murdering everything, and then they had to bring in the troops. 'Cause remember, we didn't have guns and shit, so we had what we had.
A couple times.
So then what happened was, like I said, then they started creating those breeding camps. We can no longer bring slaves from over the west coast of Africa because they're too smart.
Plus, it was expensive too.
And it was expensive. So what we're going to do is we're going to now create what? Breeding camps to create mindless slaves who were born into slavery, and then this were buck break-in and all those different tactics, and then you got the Willie Lynch letters and all those things that help break us down. Even though that was all prophecy, I need you to just give an understanding that it wasn't all right away. It was literally like these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
was,
Nat was probably almost 40 years later after that one.
yeah. That's
His-
why
his was considered crazy.
his was considered crazy because people were being born into slavery here.
Right, yeah.
Before they was bringing us over.
Right.
So we already
the
had
difference
that,
between
yeah.
that was his
And our people-
his revolt was like low key inspired by the Holy Spirit.
God.
Even though it was not meant to deliver us, it was just a testimony.
Yeah, true.
Because
It was a good
his revolt strictly came from him reading the Bible.
Right.
So it was
and-
literally
yeah, yeah.
it was
And
him
what-
reading
and-
the Bible.
And what's crazy is
figured it
our
out.
people knew they were Israelites. This is another thing that they try to hide from you. So also in the history, they went down to old plantations and old buildings that were burnt down.
That's why you got to breed them, because
And-
then they won't get taught that history.
Exactly. So and on the pews, they were writing in Paleo Hebrew on the back of the pews. Right. So remember, we
heard
weren't
about that.
we weren't allowed to read and write. We weren't allowed to read and write their language, but we were smart enough to know our own shit.
Yeah.
So that's why they was like they got like Amistad and shit like that. Kunta Kinte. They trying to beat the names out of us. Those were those generations that they was like whipping us and going hard because they had to break us. Because we were like natural born, like, yo, bro, I serve Yahweh. Now all of us was all in the same shit. Because remember, a lot of us was going off worshiping other gods, worshiping
it
other
was kind of
gods.
like a mix, because even the Native American
Yep.
tribes, it was like a mixed variation of the truth. It's like we know who we are, we know our power, but we started to do our own little thing.
People started getting into witchcraft.
Yeah.
What's brujeria, whatever how you say it, and then
Started to have different
voodoo.
cultures.
Because remember, when we were going down throughout Africa, we were taking on the gods of other Hamites, learning about their.
Nat Turner saw chariots, golden and white chariots and angels, something they never put in a movie.
You-
Oh, yeah. I mean, for that brother to be compelled with the Holy Spirit like that, I believe it.
I believe you saw chariots.
What the fuck?
They all did. That's a car on some hype shit.
Yeah, but which one? Because I know it wasn't that piece of shit.
It's right there. It looked like a
Like one of them old ass Pontiac.
or
It looked like it was that piece of shit.
Apollo 96.
Yo, bro. But yo, this is kind of history that brothers should always kind of dwell in because it gives you an understanding of how things really went about. It wasn't we just were sold into slavery and we just was like, let my people go. Nah, bro. Shit was war after war after war. And then you
They
got
try to teach you that, oh, these niggas just submitted.
Nah.
Or they had their little baby revolts and
Because
they just kind of just
They wiped that
gave
history.
up.
They wiped that history because if the new generations that were being born into slavery
It was like, wait, they
knew
fought
about
that?
So you talking about my grandfather, my grandfather and great grandfather came over on a ship and they were warned. And then perfect example, Nat Turner when they heard wait, that's us because those new slaves didn't know that they were Israelites.
Right.
So when they heard Nat Turner, the whole Nat Turner
Yeah.
joint, they was like, wait, that sound like us. And that's what got them roused up. Like you said, the Holy Spirit, right? But the same way that they rouse them up, this is how we look at the stories of our forefathers of old. Even the history that is hidden from us,
Maccabees,
the Maccabees and all that. All those things should have brothers on some like, let's fucking go. You should be ready for war, man. So that's why we were talking about it the other day about brothers, brothers showing for proof of your ministry, man. Like if you're not going to be camping, be doing your lessons. You got to be doing something for the Lord, especially when you got to understand something. Those who are teachers, all the brothers I know that's on this comment board are all teachers. Because you're teachers, we took an extra oath on top of the oaths. Remember, we put our hands to the plow. That means we told the Lord we're going to do His actual work. Because
he told Peter 3 times, if you love me, feed my sheep.
Exactly. So for those brothers that are like being lukewarm with their, I would say lukewarm with their teaching, bro, you chopping hell up. I mean, you don't want to take the Lord to take that spirit up off of you and either kill you or just spew you out.
If you just wanted to be a believer, just be a believer.
If you wanted to be a believer,
never took this oath and put your hand to the plow.
Exactly, because mind you, since the 1/3 are going to be a bunch of believers, right? But when you took this oath, you were basically saying to the Lord, I want 144,000 or nothing.
I want this responsibility.
I want this responsibility so I can have that greater responsibility.
A shepherd of men.
Exactly.
Shout out to Ariel, we get that from.
Yeah, brother, Ariel always taught us to swing that damn sword. And he's right. He's right.
No, we first heard it. A couple of y'all brothers in resident, he's like 144 or nothing. I was like, I understand what he meant.
Yeah, but
it took a little minute though.
But it makes sense. But to be a teacher, you're basically telling the Lord, that's what I want.
That's what I want.
Yeah,
right?
Like, okay.
Because the women, the men, women, and children that are part of the 1/3 are going to be believers. Yeah. Those who just were believers or supporters, they might have brought water to the camp. Hey man,
always show love on
always showing love on comment board, stuff like that. But then there's those brothers that actually put their hands to the plow. You cannot, mind you. What is the Lord about? What does the Lord say about taking an oath?
Don't make a vow.
Ecclesiastes 5 and 4.
Get it real quick about taking an oath. And mind you, we put our hands on the plow.
You better off just not even.
Yep. Ecclesiastes 5 and 4. It says, "When thou vowest a vow unto Yahweh, defer not to pay it, for He have no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou have vowed. Better is it that thou should have not vowed than that thou should have vowed and not pay."
Exactly. So when you put your hand on the, mind you, and I think, and brothers can attest to this. Every brother that I know, before we cross, we always got that speech.
We got this speech.
You got the speech before you cross, bro. Understand what you're doing. You understand. You know exactly what you are doing right now. So once you cross, there's no getting back out of this, right? And then you already got to get that. We put your hands on the plow. I'm just gonna bring up the oath right here. This is the oath.
That one John Job put his on Sirach too.
And that one too. Grab both of them.
Yeah.
Grab both of them.
Well, when you
come unto the Lord.
Yep.
He warned us. He warned
that
too.
It's a straight. This was the warning, right?
Because let y'all know, brothers,
because mind you,
shit gonna get real.
With great power comes great responsibility, but also comes with a great reward, and that reward is rulership. So the Lord said, "Look, this is the plight. This is the work that got to be done. But if you can make it through all of this, this is what you're gonna have. And this is what brothers need to be harping on.
I will make you a judge, sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
You got that too.
Luke 6 and I believe 69. There's a lot in Luke in this one right here.
He looks like our little cousin.
Yeah, he does. 9:62.
You got it?
Yeah, this is Luke 9 and 62. It says, I'm gonna start at 61. And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. And Yahweh said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Simple. So that was an oath, right? You gotta understand, this is an oath. When you put your hand to the plow, we all knew that this was deadly serious. That we all knew that we are not allowed, like mind you, by fear of death, we are not allowed to take your hand off that plow. Now, brothers gonna have ups and downs. Shit happens. I'm not saying that, but your brothers need to keep pushing.
Like this, when you come to do this work, right? You become a shepherd, right? Of sheep.
Oh, brother, got something beautiful.
Hold on, and then you have to feed the sheep. So when you start to take breaks and you start to fall off of the works, guess what? The sheep that you feed through your lessons and through your works, they're not eating.
Yep.
You know, now they go days without eating, weeks without eating, and they get hungry, they get malnourished. So when you just take your hands off the plow, you're essentially killing off some sheep. You know, metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically speaking, yeah, kind of.
You know, you're not feeding the sheep, so they're not getting the food that they deserve and that they need to thrive and continue on.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 15. For what, Ashemaiah? In the King James Version. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou went cold or hot, meaning the Lord don't want an unfalse balance.
You need to be hot.
You need to be hot or cold.
In or out.
But in this truth, when you took that vow to be a teacher, a leader of men, bro, you can't be cold. The brother just gave you an example. If you're not feeding the sheep, right? Because what you do unto them, you do unto me, right? That's what Yahushua said. So you're not feeding the sheep that you might have brought in. You might not even know that you got a bunch of sheep. It might be people who just watch your videos, and every time they see your video go up, like perfect example, when we watch who the brother that always do the Menatazak Banyam.
I look forward to it.
When we see his videos, it's very uplifting. It's like, oh shit.
It's
like, oh dang, you see what he dropped? Bro, he's feeding the sheep. Whether it's a small video or not.
No,
but I'm just giving perspective.
Bad, bro.
I'm just giving
You're
perspective.
Right.
Because it'd be like 3 minutes, but that 3 minutes was so powerful that your whole day be like, yo, man,
yeah,
I need that.
Shit,
I need that. Right?
There's a little 3-minute vid.
And then verse 16 it says, so then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. You don't want that. So for you brothers that took that vow, come on, man. And I know, listen, I can think of maybe 1 or 2 brothers right now that have been kind of like, Now open rebuke is better than secret love, so it's already been spoken about. But one thing I learned is you can't force a brother to do anything he don't want to do. You got to be on his spirit, and that's between him and Yahweh Shem Shah. We're supposed to rebuke, correct. Hey, yo, bro, look, this is what I'm noticing. This is what I'm seeing. You could possibly tighten up here and there.
Oh, I got it.
But then, at that point, it's like, all right, well, you heard it. You heard it.
I got something for that. This is 1 Timothy, or 2nd, either 2. I got it. 1 Timothy, 4 and 2. It's 2nd, Salakia. 2 Timothy 4 and 2. It says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Keep on going. For the time will come where they would not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap themselves teachers and having itching ears. I'm gonna keep on going. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, and make full proof of thy ministry.
Hey, go into that word proof.
Yep. And this is the Lord speaking to you teachers, you brothers on the comment board. I know you brothers and teachers, right? This is the Lord speaking to us directly, right? Those who are just supposed to be, those who are just believers, bro, they wasn't given this task. And remember, every brother that's a teacher, the Lord called you personally.
Right.
You also understand that
you were called.
You were called and chosen to do this work.
Real quick, bro, come on, let me get that.
All right, go ahead.
This is John 15, 16. That's my John. I gotta hit that real quick. John 15, 16. This is also a cut to Christianity. It says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that you should go forth and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, you may give it to you.
He says, and that your fruit shall remain. How does your fruit remain? By feeding your sheep, watering your flock. Simple, right? Now listen, things happen to brothers. I'm not expecting every brother to have the same exact measure of work. We ain't talking about all that. We're just talking about straight you brothers that are teachers, man. And because like I said, I can think about maybe 1 or 2 brothers right now have been kind of wavering. It's a little spooky to me because I'm like, we close, and I know Ariel can speak on shit like this because he's already done it. We getting too close to the end for brothers to kind of like, bro, what the fuck? You all right? Is everything okay going on with you? You need help with something? Can I help you with something? Bro, it's as simple as that, man. But at the same time, like I said, we can't do anything but rebuke. But the Lord is going to have to put the spirit on brothers to either correct or fall to the wayside.
Sometimes, and I don't know what brothers are, obviously I don't know what brothers are doing, but you know, I can only speak for myself. When I was in that spirit of, you know, kind of just being complacent and, you know, kind of just,
it happens.
Obviously not really wavering in the faith, but just in terms of work's sake, you know, being caught up in the affairs of the world, I was consistently praying for the Most High not to take the spirit, and for the Most High to give me that balance, give me the purpose, give me the desire. And it didn't come instantly. I'm not going to say it did. It took time, but the Most High made certain things happen in my life. He gave me certain experiences that kind of just opened my spirit. Was like, yo, you know what? If I want my day-to-day life to look like this, I need to do this.
Exactly.
And this is to give the Lord his sacrifice, to stay in the spirit, to do his work, to feed my sheep and be fervent in it, and then my day-to-day life can look like this. Because the scriptures say when you meditate on the law day and night, he will make your ways prosperous. He'll give you success. And obviously success is subjective, like I always say.
Everybody's success is a little
different.
So
You know?
proof.
Yep,
Proof. This is going to proof. I'm gonna go to this first one: to bear, to bring full, to make full. That's good.
Yep.
To cause a thing to be shown to the full, to fulfill ministry in every part.
Yep.
I like this one down here. It says to be persuaded, fully convinced, or assured.
Yeah.
Foolproof plan.
Yep.
The Lord already gave us the foolproof plan. Now He's asking us to, with all our might, to execute the plan. He already gave us the plan that it cannot be broken, a plan that cannot be overturned. It's a 100% guarantee from the field you're going to win if you follow the plan. All right?
You just got to finish the task.
You got to finish your task.
You got what's that one, John? That say, is that in Surah 2? It says, no man, a man when he go to build a house, he counteth to make sure it's sufficient. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
That might be further down in 2. What's the other one?
The one you quoted right before you got that. Right before you got Isaiah. We're talking about we're talking about putting your hand on the plow.
Yes, Luke 6 and
Yeah, but
Luke
then
9 and 8.
here it is. One other one. Talking about
No, let me bring this up. This is
it'll come back to me.
This is Luke 14. And I'm gonna start at 26. If any man come to me, and this is Yahushua speaking, any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And obviously it's not saying to literally hate.
Yeah, I know what he's saying.
It's just meaning don't put them before Yahweh Yahushua. Very simple, because what you love is what you prioritize.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to love the Heavenly Father and his work above that of your family. So your desire should be to the Most High before it is to your family.
Because you are what? The head.
The head.
The head of your family.
It says, and whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. So if you don't bear the afflictions of this world, and you don't overcome the challenges and the resistance that come into your life, and follow up and continue on the path, well, you can't be a disciple of Yahushua. You can't be a shepherd of men. You're not fit to be a ruler in the kingdom.
Yeah, you might be fit to be, once you put your hand to the plow, you basically, look, the Lord will have mercy on who he chooses to have mercy on.
But this is the point, though. It's going to go into it. This is what you should do prior to you even putting your hand to the plow. And Yahushua pretty much is explaining it. It says 28, for which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. It says, less happily after he have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish.
That's tough.
Yeah, bro.
I experienced that in my life before, so that freaks
So
me. That freaks me out.
The Lord is basically saying, prepare yourself before you start.
Yep.
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Think about it. Like, damn,
Think about, am I really going to do this?
am I really fit?
We had that conversation.
Or falling before the finish line.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I know
the
that
Lord willing.
I know that feel like.
And that's why the who did this lesson? The elder brother Kazak from Mississippi. He did a lesson probably a couple of days ago. Elijah, he was talking about. He said we don't race and pace or something like that.
It's a marathon.
It's every brother is running at a pace. We don't rush this truth. We don't rush anything. We have a pace. We have a sufficient pace that we're able to sustain. So if the Lord's like, all right, you need to run 25 miles, you're not just going to just go and go
full throttle.
You're gonna gas out, not even a mile through the way.
There's a precept on gassing out.
Yeah.
You literally have to. Okay, I got 25 miles. What's a comfortable pace that I can boom? I can be consistent. I can be comfortable. It might be a little tough portions of the way through, but I'm able to overcome it. You find that pace and you're consistent with that pace.
You know
That's
what?
why it's so important not to compare yourself to other men
About to say
and
that.
other men's work.
There we go.
Because when you compare yourself to another man's work and you start to try to emulate that, if that's not a balance that's sufficient for you can't
It
keep
ain't
up with
work.
that pace.
You're gonna burn yourself
You're
out.
gonna burn out, and then you're gonna fall into what this Yahweh Shai says.
Who was the brother that Shapatya?
Shapatya.
That happened to him.
Shapatya.
And it was the brother Shapatya that fell out the truth. And I believe it's because
It was because of Maquai. For sure.
Maquai, the brother Maquai, man, still love that brother. But the brother Maquai was like very like can't, and he would literally pull his
He would
brother
force
to come,
brothers to
force
come
his brother
camp.
to come with
Force
him.
his man, yo, move, yo, drop your jaw, move to Philly, move with me, and we're gonna go out and camp.
And it camp every day.
And the
every
brother
day.
wasn't fully persuaded.
Yeah, he wasn't.
And you
fully-
see it at camp, brother was just not
He's
there.
like this dead. He was like dead. You can
I
see
remember that last day.
dead in his
the
eyes. Like
last
this.
day, the last day he came
I've
with
never
us.
seen a man zoned out that like that before.
Bro, he was dead in
He
the
was
eyes, bro.
dumb.
He was dead in the eyes.
Even the one thing Ariel was saying, man. Remember Ariel? Well, Ariel was in the beginning of this little situation, and remember he was working with I don't know if it was elders or whoever it was, but they was camping for like 12 hours straight.
Yeah.
They had to kill somebody.
They had to
Like
kill
I'm saying, you ain't
somebody,
ready
bro.
for that. Like,
yeah, 12 hours straight, bro. Like,
and if brothers can do it, great. But not every brother gonna be able to handle that. And some did fall off. You think he said?
Yeah, I mean, it shit. It happened to Maquai. Maquai used to what? Camp. Like, I remember he did like a 30-day streak or something like that.
Yeah, 30
every day,
and it was
Dum, dum,
multiple
dum.
times a day.
Multiple-
I
yeah,
wake up in
bro.
the morning. He down at the park. Then I'm at work. I get out of work. Shalom, where were you at?
I'm going to Kinston Allegheny. I did that shit with him a
I did
couple
it a
times,
couple
bro.
times.
That shit was wild.
I did it one
That
time.
shit was
down
wild.
in
I did it one time,
zombie,
yeah.
down in zombie.
Yo,
land,
you got
bro.
Remember the
you got
one brother
smokers
from
just
Atlanta
walking in
used to
front
come
of
out
you.
that joint. He threw off too. Remember the brother from Atlanta?
Oh,
He was on point for a
Your
while.
Dane? Yeah.
No, not your Dane. No, it's that.
Oh, you talking about his
Atlanta brother.
Oh, you're talking about Yataza Khan.
Yataza
Yeah,
Khan, yeah.
he was
him
on.
too.
He had it for a second, then he went somewhere else too.
Well, because they got polluted
Yeah.
by
Also couldn't take chastisement.
also couldn't take chest.
That's what it is.
A lot of
Brothers need to be able to be humble.
You
We
need to
men,
be able
but
to be you need to be able to be criticized and critiqued.
yeah, you
gotta
could
be
you could be an alpha male and still somebody can tell you, yo, you fucking up, and you got to be able to be like, you know what? All right, you got to be able to take that. Some brothers can't take the heat.
Yeah, as soon as you tell them about themselves, they get defensive.
Yep.
And a man like that, Yahweh Shai's not dealing with, because Yahweh Shai said that you must be humble. You have to have humility.
Yep. But who was the most humble? Yahweh Shai. He was washing brothers' feet. He was washing brothers' feet. He knew he was a king coming in on a donkey from what was it, the East Gate or something, coming in.
Especially if you got brothers that you hold to a certain high regard, that you deem to be righteous men. If you got a man like that coming to you, hey brother, I noticed that you've been a little wavering in the spirit or unequally yoked or whatever the case is, you got to kind of take that like, oh shit.
Yeah, you got to take the counsel.
And then dig into it.
Yeah,
What do you
like,
mean,
what do you
brother?
mean by that?
Elaborate. Enlighten me. Well, boom, 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 boom. And then you could be like, damn, instead of trying to make excuses, you just, damn, brother.
Or buck up at a brother. Now you in a whole arguing match when the brother was just trying to show you love. It'd be simple things, man. Brothers need to self-evaluate daily, man. Daily, bro. We are in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Bro, we got like 30 seconds left on the clock, man.
It's a daily thing, though.
It
It's
is-
a daily
it's-
battle. It's a daily battle.
It is a daily battle.
You're never going to be perfect in this flesh, bro. You're
No.
always going to have demons hopping on you that try to stop you from doing what you know you want to do. Paul experienced it.
We had trouble on that
He said, "Yo, bro, like the things I want to do, I don't.
Yo,
the things I
bro,
don't want to
right.
do, I do. So like, you gotta just give yourself some grace, but at the same time, be real with yourself. Like, yo, man, I keep
Real,
fucking
man.
up, bro. I gotta get my shit together, bro."
That's beautiful for Paul to say that
and
too.
then make attempts. And basically, what it means is you're not going to get it 10 times out of 10. You'll have a streak where you're doing good, and then, bro, something.
You ever go off unwillingly, like, damn, I didn't
yeah.
know. Like, oh,
But
shit.
also, I would say this: brothers need to be mindful of putting off too much. A brother, let's say you put off, I'm gonna go to camp tomorrow. You put it off. Oh, I'm tired. I gotta wake up in the morning. Then the next day, I'm gonna go to camp. I'm gonna put up a lesson. Then you put it off the next day.
Oh, no,
Next thing you know it, you 2 weeks,
2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
2 weeks, 3 weeks. You ain't do
You ain't
nothing.
even peep, and days go by quick.
And days go by quick,
Crazy.
and then you ain't peep. You think you all in the spirit because you all, you know,
Yeah.
I pray to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but like, bro, but you took the oath to be a teacher.
Yep.
I know how that feels.
Yep.
Bro, I know all y'all been to high school when the fucking teacher ain't come to class.
Yeah.
Niggas was like,
Yo, I know I used to procrastinate like a motherfucker.
I ain't doing
Yo,
shit.
These teachers used to be like, yeah, we got a project due. I used to be like, damn. I'm like, what does it do? It's going to be due in 4 weeks. Woo. All right.
That's
Next thing you know, you
1 week go
1 week go by. Too good? I'm good. 2 weeks. Oh, I'm going to start that joint next week.
3 weeks go by.
3
that's
weeks.
good.
You like, damn, this shit due on Monday. It's Tuesday. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna start this joint. I'm gonna get done over the weekend. Next thing you know, it's Sunday night.
Now you out here
Yo,
scrambling.
you got, hey mom, you think you can take me to the dollar store?
I pulled that number crazy.
I did that a few times too.
Crazy.
But you can't do that in this truth though,
Nah,
man.
you can't. It's Sirach 5 and 7 is make no
Yeah,
tarry,
Terry, yeah.
to turn to the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, and putting that off from day to day because you feel like you're secure,
And really
but
not.
and really you're not
Yeah.
because the Most High you could be feeling like, damn, I'm fucking up, but you know, I'm gonna get right soon. Yo, it only take the Most High one night.
Yo.
One night.
1 second.
No, well, the reason why I say night because they instill instruction
but
in
hold
your
up,
sleep.
hold
So
up.
you go to bed one night, you
No
you sit up
instruction,
you sing your prayer up.
No, real quick. Remember in the same verse, it said that when you do that, the Lord will get you in your prosperity and your comfort. So he'll catch you when you feeling good.
You think you're doing good.
Yeah.
Like,
Matter of
you
fact, I'll
ain't,
bring it out.
you
real
ain't
quick.
put up a video in 2-3 weeks.
That's
or you ain't
where-
go to camp in 2-3 weeks. But then you feel like you're doing everything right in your life. Your business is booming, or you might got a promotion at
Right,
your job.
that's
You might
You might have just got a new chick.
You got a new chick with a fatty. I'm talking about one of them like, this is my bitch.
She, Is she good to you? You like,
what I'm saying?
good,
Let me
bro.
bring it out real quick.
Go ahead.
Sirach 5 and 7. Make no tarry to turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth,
Suddenly.
and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So you're gonna be feeling good one
Yeah,
moment.
you gonna be out here like,
I
man,
know
yo,
how that feel too.
no, I'm good, man. Look, bro,
I know how
man,
that shit
I mean,
feel.
in spirit, y'all don't know what I be doing every day, bro. We expecting you to
Got your
not
feet
not
up,
just be
chilling.
here.
I know
We
how that shit
expect
feel.
y'all brothers to be not just hearers of the word, but doers of the word,
right.
right? We already expect that, so we know brothers is gonna be doing things in their personal life. Like I know brothers
Yeah, I know how I feel.
that all day long they can how about Shemel Shai? It's cool, I get it. I'm not saying that brothers ain't in the spirit, but bro, you took the oath to be a teacher.
That's the thing. When you're just a believer, it's simple. You don't really have to go through the same level of plights. But guess
Exactly.
what? The reward isn't as great as
Yeah,
it is to be 144,000. I actually got that too. Hold on.
Yeah, you be 144,000, bro.
It's like, bro,
you
it's
had
gonna-
to be
it's gonna be
to be
one
a
of-
leader of men. You had to been trying to put on as a leader of men,
Yeah,
and
you had
those
to-
who are teaching
you had to
are
at least
trying to be
10.
leaders of men.
Yeah.
So so I wouldn't be surprised if the brothers on the comment board, Lord willing, we all part of that number. But I wouldn't be surprised if when you hear the trumpet go over, and all of a sudden we be in twinkling an eye, and you about to be in your crowning ceremony, and you part of the 144,000. I'm like, brother, I already knew it. You was out there getting busy. But then it's gonna be those who are just in the know that we're believers. Like I would say, like my best friend. He know he an Israelite. He's trying he's learning.
First
he's
fruits are first fruit, though.
Yeah, it's first fruit. But I want to be a ruler.
I get that.
I want when
Yeah,
I
but you gotta
when I come to the
understand.
planet, you feel my spiritual pressure for is insane.
There's a
But
reason.
the first fruit still first fruit.
There's a reason why the Most High put a distinction
Between the two.
two.
Yeah.
And this is why. This is Matthew 19. And let's start at 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Damn, that's big time.
Bro,
That's
bullshit, bro.
literally Yahushua and Yahweh in the same room.
Bro, you gonna be over there. You'll be over there. Hey,
You'll have a throne. You're not just going to be just a 1/3. You'll rule over the heathen. You'll be a bunch.
Yeah,
You'll have
you'll
a
be a
throne.
You come to the throne
a
room.
fucking
Your jaw right there with your name
That's
on
your
it.
whole.
Your
throne.
honor.
Your
You
honor.
go to court. Your
Yo.
honor.
Hey
Yo,
yo.
you ever see those? You ever see
That's
those?
a whole
You ever
throne.
see those?
That's a throne, bro.
You ever see those World Senate Jones where the top officials are all from all over the world,
Yeah.
and they all got their own seats,
Yeah,
and they got
yeah.
their names on the seat.
Yeah.
Think of that.
But
144,000.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I'm trying to be out here like,
Big ass chair, probably
So,
with
bro.
sapphires and
bro.
rubies.
Listen. And then
Chariots
guess what? Not to
flying,
mention
And then the
that-
crown.
The crown went
And
The
not
to
to
crown.
mention-
The
Bro,
1/3.
that
Not,
shit
I don't
was-
believe the 1/3 getting crowned.
No, they're not getting crowns because remember the crowning ceremony is 144,000.
Right.
I need that.
I need that.
I need that. I need that, bro. I need that.
I need that.
Our families, like, 'cause remember we cover our families are covered
Our
by
fam-
us. Our
they're
families,
under our
they-
household.
so they're gonna be in the 1/3 because the Lord going to deliver our families if we're covered,
Right.
right? So then, boom, like our daughters and shit, we're gonna be bam, right? But I'm trying to be able to rub shoulders with Yahweh Shai.
Them brothers drinking wine with him.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what you want.
Yeah.
Bro.
You get invited to the party.
To the party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of the 1/3 right there, they probably think about this. In the throne room, the 144,000,
It's like,
the crowning ceremony going to be inside the throne room, 144,000 men just sitting there.
The-
And outside, it's going to be a party going on for the 1/3, but they not in the motherfucking
We in the
house.
VIP
We in
section.
the house, bro. And then we come out looking over the masses and shit. This is he.
Oh, you know, I can see it. You
can see it
I
in
can
your
see
head.
it.
I just put it in-
All the brothers on thrones chilling, while all the men, women, and children playing in the golden streets chilling. But we up there.
We
and
up
they
there
can see
just
us.
looking down.
And
And
some
if we
VIP
wanna,
shit. I see that. I see that.
bro.
That shit's crazy.
Bro, I want that, bro.
Yeah, that
I
shit is
want
crazy.
that.
But it makes sense because
That shit.
you gotta understand the Most High is not unrighteous, right? He's a very just power. There's a reason why, and this is also the reason why there's going to be a difference between the Israelites that perish on this side, that come back in the kingdom, and those that are the first fruits.
Right.
So even
because
even look at that level.
even that, so it's tiers.
It's
bro.
tiers. You got Yahweh Shai.
Yeah,
Then you gonna have the elect, the rulers over the realms and stuff.
Right.
And then you gonna have the
Remember,
1/3.
remember, King David gonna be behind that.
Yeah, but you know,
yeah, I know the
I'm
memory.
just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
King David gonna be up there.
But I
bro.
believe King David is going to be a part of 144,000.
4,000.
But he might be like the number one slot.
Number
like
one,
Judah.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Judah.
yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
He
Number
might
one-
be the first one crowned.
Number one draft pick.
Yeah.
Number one draft pick to the team,
King
King
David.
David. Yo, all right, what's up? I don't care if I'm 144,000.
Team captain.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Yo, every number is a number one pick.
Bro, I just need
Every
I need
is a
one
number
of
one
those
pick.
slots.
One
I
of
don't
those
care if it's
slots.
127,432.
I don't give a fuck it was, bro.
I need one of them slots, man.
One of them
But this is why we tell them, brothers.
It's basically like being on the All-Star team, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's like you get drafted to the league, you made it. You in the league. But not everybody make the All-Star team.
Yep.
But then amongst the All-Star team, you have to start 5.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Ooh.
Because like I don't care as long as I'm part of this.
I'm on the All-Star
And
team.
then like, yo,
All-Star team,
you a
bro.
reserve.
Ooh.
That's cool.
I'm on the All-Star
Call me
team.
if you need me, baby. Call me if you need me, baby. If we win this show, I still get a ring with this, right? Yeah, bet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want that, man. All brothers should be aspiring to do that. Especially, matter of fact, you brothers are aspiring to do that.
Because y'all teachers.
Because you're teachers.
So you got to think the Most High is not unrighteous. That all right, I got this man right here, who he's in the knowledge, he's observing my law, he's walking in righteousness, and I got this man who's doing the same thing. But the difference between these two men, the faith is the same, essentially. But this man decided to take that oath of a teacher to feed, and then he's feeding this
That's why
man.
you just read it. It says those who what? You just read literally. That was the end all be all. That precept you just brought out was perfect because it literally explained exactly that.
Yep, we gave up everything because we're literally putting our lives on the line.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're essentially giving up our lives to follow after Yahweh Shai. What did Yahweh Shai do? Yahweh Shai was a shepherd of men. He fed the sheep. So we following after the lot of Yahweh Shai. So we asked. So the disciples asked, "What do we get?" And Yahweh Shai said, "Hey, I'm gonna make you a judge.
I'm gonna make you a
I'm
judge.
gonna give you a throne, and you're gonna judge the 12 tribes of Israel, and you're gonna be with me."
You're gonna be with me, bro. You understand? Be able to look upon Yahweh directly because you part of that. Bro, you can sit in there, Yahweh making decrees. Obviously, we still gonna be on our like, oh shit.
On some, yo, I got a mission for you.
But Yahweh be like, hey, Shalom ya, come forth. I'm like, come off my hey,
Keep your
bro.
name,
Oh,
too.
kneel
Keep your name, all that.
kneel down. Or he might get, man, I don't care if Yahweh
Yeah,
give me a
change
new
your
name.
name. That's
He might be
cool.
like, from now on, your new name, crown the ceremony, you get a new name, bro. I'm with it all, bro. I'm with it all.
I got you. This is Second Esdras 2
Khanat.
Second Esdras 2 starting at 42.
Khanat.
Yeah, bro, that's ultra super. Yeah, I
bro.
agree with him. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them was a young man of high stature, taller than the rest, Yahushua. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these?
What are these?
They must have looked crazy to him,
man.
dog.
Like, come on.
And he answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on an immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, and now they are crowned and receive palms. You know them Jones gonna be stupid.
Crazy, bro.
Then it said, then said I said unto the angel, what young person is that crowneth them, which proved that we will mean young bodies.
Yep.
It says, what young person is that crowneth them and giveth them palms in her hands? So he answered and said unto me, it is the son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. And that's going to be them times where the brothers is going to hold strong. Even the brothers that the mortar brothers. Yep. It says, then the angel said unto me, go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power thou hast seen. Which also comes down to wake out of sleep. It's a high time we got to sleep because the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
I want to be I'm gonna be one of those men in that crowning ceremony. I mean, and you brothers who are teachers, I mean, you basically putting yourself in a better situation to become one of those men, man.
Put his name into the ballot.
Man. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. We'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, and shalom to the elect.
Yo, we said that too, yo.
So you gotta be Asher.
Asher.
We
really
thought
Bro.
Hey, Asher could be a
Lord, I don't care what tribe it is. More than likely it is Asher.
I want one of them.
Probably, bro.
But-
But definitely brought some Asher shit.
Shit, I ain't calling shit. I mean, yo, come on, yo, come get this brother, man. Come get this brother.
All right, shalom to you brothers on the comment board.